Okay. I want to get into this race day. Sometimes we do the preamble for longer than I should, and I want to get into races today. Now, we've got some fairly fresh components. I feel like this is a circuit that should actually suit us. I know our top speed apparently isn't that high. That is a little bit of a lie, although we are dropping down the pecking order because, just as a reminder, we are in full research mode. We are all in on next season. There's a big reg change coming, so we are going to slip down the order just a little bit, but Spa right now should be a race that we're okay at, he says. Didn't sound very confident, that did it there, but what are my performance targets? I feel like for the race, we should be able to get 2 drivers in the points. I feel like that's doable today. And then in terms of qualifying, we'll go 2 cars in the top 12, 1 car in Q3, 2 cars in Q2. It's going to be a wet quali. It's going to be a really wet quali, I think, actually, from the forecast. So this could be an interesting race because it's also going to be wet on the Sunday. I mean, this looks quite exciting, doesn't it, as a forecast? I feel like we should be getting a screenshot in here. I don't know if I've had a heavy rain quali yet. I wonder if it will still dry out between all the sessions. We'll find out together. Of course, if you missed last race, Teo has taken a new ERS unit and a new engine because he keeps smashing them. But it does mean that for this race here in Spa, we have very, very fresh parts to go all out in quali. This is going to be an interesting qualifying session because it's heavy rain is the forecast. Like, is it just going to get wetter? Okay, well, I've been told it's heavy rain, but this session is going to be dry at the end. And given the fact that we know it's raining tomorrow, I'm not going out. I need to save inters potentially, so we'll just fast forward the session because I can't imagine anyone's going to go out now. I mean, why would you go out now? A few cars on in-laps from the looks of things here. There is actually a load of traffic. What is going on here with all the traffic? Is it because some of the guys are on inters on their in-laps? So they're going a bit slower than usual. I think that is actually what's going on here. I mean, this is a weird... it's a weird situation. Hopefully we're not going to get blocked here through the chicane by these inter-runners. Because this is... I mean, it's odd. It's like they're going slowly on their in-laps. Pasher, I think, is going to be fine now. This is not looking good for Albono, is it? Look at these inter-runners. Who is that? Who is that? It's Nick pissing De Vries. Of course it's Nick De Vries. Okay. Pasher's fine. This is the concern, isn't it, for Albon? Don't think it's going to affect his actual run out, which is good. I just wonder if these guys up the road are on in-laps or out-laps. I think a couple of them might be on out-laps, but maybe we won't catch them so soon. It might be fine. I mean, we've gone purple, but everyone else went out on inters. This isn't really something you can read in too much. And also, is that Mick? Mick, you are a pissing knobhead. I hate Mick Schumacher. I hate him. I know he's everyone's media darling and all that. No, he's an absolute twat. Oh, Mick, you cockwomble. I'm going to call both cars in here to then send them out again because I might not have time to do another push lap. I've got to abandon the laps. Which does leave the risk of the fact I've not set times. What it does mean is I can definitely get out again this session. It's a very, very long in-lap here. There's lots of people on in-laps here as we're on a push lap. I don't know what's going on, by the way, with Pasher. Oh, wait. Sainz is on a flying lap and we're just blocking him. There's a few people on flying laps, actually. I wasn't expecting so many people to be on flying laps around us, but hopefully we catch them.
Probably get a traffic jam ahead.
If we catch them on the first sector, that's kind of fine because there's so many straights. It might even give us a bit of a tow. I think we're going to be okay. We're the only team still pushing, by the way, here. Everyone else is on in-laps. Albon, 7th. Pasher, 10th. That's fine. Sainz is out. So's Lando as well. To all the people telling me to get Lando... I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Okay, we only used one set of softs there as well, which is good considering everything. Oh, yeah, and Ocon's out as well. Ocon, Mercedes are our big rivals, actually, in the Constructors. So for him to be out in Q1 is big. And Maloney's made it into Q2. That is massive. That was a really good session. Right, what's the weather forecast saying? Okay, it's going to get wetter in the middle. Lap time here is about 2 minutes in the rain. I think I send my drivers out at 16:30 on inters. As in 5 minutes. I think we've timed this okay. There's a big variety, by the way, in the times here. I should assume Gasly must have been blocked. Oh, Ricciardo and Bottas went out way later than I realised. Or are they on in-laps? No, they're on push-laps. We've just blocked them. Am I a bad person for blocking them? Maybe slightly. Track's now... Wait, the track's dry. I don't think it's staying dry. I think there's no time to pit and go round again because of how long the lap is. And I don't think the AI has time to do a lap on the dry. So I think we stay on the wets here.
It's clear ahead.
Or maybe I do come in.
Go push.
It's too late. It's too late. I've got to set a time. I don't think the other teams have time to set a dry lap before it gets wet again. That's what we're going to be hoping for. About 0.8 mil to 0.9 is the crossover points. If someone was out on slicks now, they would go quicker. But no one's going to have time to do a slick lap, I don't think. If we clear these two guys without being blocked, that is the big thing now for us. Okay, it's not awful blocking. This is okay. Because we also get DRS as well, which no one else has had. And they've got to do a long in-lap here. If Pacher could pass the Sauber before the turn... Okay, really good laps for us. I think we've timed this pretty much perfectly. Pacher's gone purple sector 1 because we've got DRS. People are starting to go out now. See, everyone who's going out is going out again on the inters, and it's going to get wetter in a second. I think this is great. I don't want to jinx it. I think we've timed this pretty much perfectly. I don't know if we'll go faster than Zhou. I mean, we'll see here, I suppose, but... 4th fastest for Albon. Pacher. How are we looking? 2nd fastest. Considering we had to lift a little bit going up the hill with Albon, that's pretty great. And is the track starting to get wetter now? Not really. Not at the rate I need it to. Okay, there we go. Now, DRS is going to be disabled here right as people are entering the DRS zone. I think we're fine here. I'm not going to go out again because the track is just wetter than it was before. I'm not going to improve. We just have to anxiously wait for people here. People are going quicker. Do I need to be panicking more here? Chat, I might need to be panicking. Do I have time to set... How are they going quicker than us? Do I have time to get out here? It's going to be really close if I want to send out... I've got to send out Albon. Right, Alex. Pacher should be fine. Is Max out? Or is Max on a lap?
Let's do the brake warming. Yep.
Chat, I might have played myself here. I've got to take manual control here. We've got to be really aggressive on these inters just to start with. Because we've got to get around.
Let's keep the pace up. Copy.
This ain't ideal, I'll be honest.
Reduce.
I don't understand how everyone went faster there. Can anyone else explain that? Verstappen is allegedly on a flying lap, but he is being blocked. I think Perez got blocked as well. Pacher might be out here. I don't understand how they've gone faster. I'm looking at Verstappen and Perez, who I think are both going to go quicker, but I don't understand how they've gone quicker. Can anyone explain that? We had DRS for our laps. I'm so confused. I mean, Pacher's in an 11th. I don't understand what's just happened there. I feel like that makes no sense. Maybe too dry for the inters?
We think you can reduce
Maybe, but I'm not sure. Right. I mean, Albon is going to get a chance to improve. I'm sorry for Teo, because Teo is not getting out here. Oh, chat, I'm sorry to the believers. We got it wrong. How much did Pacher miss out by? Literally 0.15 tenths. Both Mercedes are out, though. It's a very jumbled grid, actually. Yeah, I didn't even clock that. Perez is out, so as bad as it is for us, our rivals are also struggling. I'm hoping Albon's done enough here to improve, but even going green in all sectors might not be enough here. He's going to cross the line. Is he getting out? I'll issue an apology statement. I think I will have to put out a statement. Wait, it's starting dry. Oh no, is this going to be another race? Is this going to be a race like the one we've just done in Hungary? Oh, chat, no. Oh, do you even... No, it's... Do you go start on the softs for one lap? It's a long lap, though. If you start on the inters and it's bone dry, they'll be dead so quickly. I think you have to start on the softs. Oh, I don't like it. All right, let's just think about this. I'm thinking inters around lap 3, but it could be sooner, it could be later. I'm a bit worried, as someone's pointed out, about our pit position here. But that's the hand we're dealt here at Williams Racing. God, chat, this is going to be another horrible race, isn't it? In terms of trying to plan anything. So much of it is just going to be wing it. Let's get into the race. This is race number 50 of the Williams Career Mode on YouTube. We're here in Spa. There's a risk of a safety car. Rain is coming. I'm seeing everyone else on soft tyres. That does scare me with the pit stop situation. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. Okay. I didn't update my driver instructions, did I? I didn't oh, God. Or did I update them? I didn't do them! Ah! Are we even going to get any DRS here before it rains? It's going to rain so early. The pit stops could be a problem. Did anyone start on the inters? No. Everyone is burning through their softs.
Okay.
We've got both Mercedes behind us. That is fantastic news. We've got Danny Rick in front of us. We're up his chuff. Pichet's trying to make the move on Hauger. I love it. We're racing. Look at us go. Don't crash in this corner. Remember that year, Magnussen? The issue is, right, with our pit stop position issue, like going for the overcut or undercut, like, might make sense on a shorter lap with the rain. This is a very, very long lap. You don't want to be on the wrong tyres for an extra lap because you will lose a lot of time. The rain is going to be coming here at Spa. Will we be seeing a safety car? Where is my grandma correct? We'll find out together. My grandma wouldn't lie to me, would she? The Red Bull's already a second ahead of George Russell. That's depressing, isn't it? One lap. One pissing lap. I feel like the pit lane position is really going to mud me here. I've just got this feeling. I hope I'm wrong. Oh, that'll do. Oh, big moves by the lads. Both drivers getting moves into turn 1 on lap 2. Everyone stood up and clapped. Leave us alone. Danny Rick, if that is your real name. No DRS till next lap, but Pichet, being stuck behind Hauger, has already lost a second to Bottas. When is the rain going to come here? I reckon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now! Now! I don't have a gift. I don't have a gift. The rain is coming! It's coming very slowly. But it is here. Hauger's going to have no DRS to defend here. Albon should just be able to get this move done. Do I pit this lap or next lap?
Yep.
It's gone up by 10% very quickly there, hasn't it? Or do I pit with one and not the other? Do I take a bit of a gamble knowing that pit lane position could mud me? Albon, get the move done. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is a very distracting splodge, isn't it? Why is this drop taking so long to move out the way?
Okay, good job. You corrected P11.
Okay, I got it to vanish. Oh, there's a new drop. I think next lap's going to be the lap. I think everyone's going to pit next lap. I'm trying to make Albon drive a little bit slower in the hope that it will create a bit of a gap for the double stack. Perez, Ocon and Sainz have not made any progress like Albon and Pichert have. We've done a really good opening stint on these softs pushing hard. Is it too early to pit here? The rain is going to be a lot more steadily ramping up now. I feel like the actual window to pit's not going to be one lap. There's going to be a couple of laps to make a decision. I think both drivers stay out one more lap. It's gone up by about 0.1 in a lap, and I think it's going to get more steady. As in, like, ease up even more. This Sauber doesn't have DRS to defend. But then again, I don't really need to get past them because it doesn't really benefit me. Because we're going to be pitting probably same lap. Oh, chat, can you remember when we were looking at the pit stop chance of error going into this race and it was really high? If I remember correctly, it was like 60%. We had some weird thing going on last stream when we checked it because we changed our sporting director during the month. Pit stop errors are going to be really high this weekend. We probably should be expecting them. I hate to say that. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to stack the drivers. I think I might pit Albon this lap. Although Albon's getting some nice DRS that Pichert isn't. I can't really afford to double stack the drivers, so I'm going to pit Pichert this lap and Albon next lap for Inters. It is still kind of looking early, isn't it? It is really steady, this rain. I thought it was going to come down so much harder. I have successfully cancelled the pit stop there, right? If I do that now. Yeah, okay. I've cancelled the pit stops. I think it's probably next lap. I can't believe how steady the rain's been. I'm sat wondering, are we even going to get to that point where it's wet? Like, do you want to be making these softs, like, last longer now?
Okay, back off.
The Red Bulls are just in their own little rocket ship, aren't they? It's not really fair on everyone else. Picher's catching up to the back of the guys in front. Zhou's pitting here. I think that's early. I assume he's going on to the Inters. He is going on to the Inters. So I think I'm going to pit this lap with Pichert for Inters. And then I'm going to pit the lap after with Albon. I'm keeping an eye on if the Red Bull cars pit. Because if they don't pit, I might delay everything a lap. Okay. I'm going to copy Red Bull. Red Bull are intelligent. Russell's pit as well. Stroll's pit. Okay, Picher's in the pit. Albon's now going to push. With a big old tank of fuel and a lot of charge to push for one lap. I'm hoping that I can make up time on the inter-runners here, but it's a long lap. I couldn't really afford to double stack because of the risk of errors. Six-second error. It hurts. We're still ahead of Perez. We're still ahead of Sainz, but we've lost a lot of time there. We knew there was a high chance of it. We knew that was likely, but it doesn't mean it make it hurt any less. I feel like right now Albon is still faster than this Red Bull car. He's definitely not slower, and considering the Red Bull car was vanishing up the road by so many seconds a lap, this is boding well. Definitely not losing time. We just need a good pit stop here, chat. That's what we need more than anything right now. Keep him out for DRS. Nah, DRS is about to be disabled. There is a temptation to do one more lap, but I think I just have to play it safe here. It's getting to the crossover point. We're not closing the gap. We're fine. That's a really good stint by Albon. Cher's got Perez behind him, but Perez didn't look particularly quick, did he? Lots of people coming out here. We need a good stop, but we know there's a 60% chance of an error.
Sorry.
I'm in pain.
Okay, watch the white line.
I'm in pain. I'm in pain. I mean, they've come out next to each other at least. We're still in the points. That's higher than where we were at the start of the race. Haven't caught any streams today. What's with the pit stops? I swapped out my sporting director like during a month after a schedule was already set, and it seemed to bug out the tiredness of all my pit crew. So they're tired for this race. Did I not select Pacher's strategy? Good spot. Good spot. There we go. Perez has got Pacher already. That's not good. Okay, track is officially damp, everyone. We are damp in this house. That does mean no DRS. Okay, let's have a look at this from an aerial view. So we're in 9th or in 11th. That's not bad considering where we started. And we've had pit stop issues that we knew were likely. I mean, Red Bull are vanishing up the road on their own. Zane Maloney, he got into Q2 earlier. That feels like a distant memory, doesn't it? And the interesting thing here is going to be if DRS gets re-enabled when the track starts to dry. That's going to be the next real notable thing. Albon's tyres are cooking. There's a yellow flag. Oh, Sonoda locked up. Sonoda locked up. The F1 manager gods have heard me. Look at him. He couldn't handle the pressure.
The brakes couldn't cope.
He couldn't, and Yuki couldn't handle it. The brakes couldn't handle it. No one could handle it. Okay. I mean, that now puts Albon in nice clean air to cool his tyres, which is great. Pacher is losing a little bit of ground on Perez. But I can push to get that gap in because we've got a nicely charged pack. DRS is on the verge of being re-enabled here. My concern is whilst we do get it, Sainz also gets it on us. It's dry.
It's going to be slicks very soon.
It's not going to be slick soon, mate, because it's about to start raining again in a second. There might be 2 laps of DRS here. The thing is, I don't even know if you want to get past on this bit. Because whoever you're racing against just gets DRS going up the hill, unless we're still behind here. We're not behind, are we, for the detection point there? I've just slowed everything for no reason. Pretty sure we don't have DRS and Perez does, which means Perez will just sail past us, I feel like. It's actually drying kind of a lot. Like, more than I thought it would. But it still inters. The inters just might get a bit hot for a lap or two. I think with Pacher here, I'm just going to let Perez by. Try and get him in the second DRS zone next lap if DRS is still enabled. Oh, Albon got Zhou! Albon got Zhou! How did he do this? I didn't even notice he caught up to Zhou. Albon is just built diff. He is just built differently. What a bloke. And there's no DRS now for Zhou to defend on us, which is to attack on us, which is nice. Lapping a second faster than Zhou. 7 tenths faster than K-Mag as well. We're lapping faster than Stroll too, although I was pushing pretty hard. You really want to have the outside line on this corner here so you can have a proper run up. Because otherwise what I find is you can't really get by, at least in the rain.
As soon as I try to race anyone, I just have no chance.
Okay, well, I've just been made to look like a knob, haven't I? Because it's hard to overtake there, because Teo doesn't know how to do it. And then you end up, even if you're going a bit faster, you end up having to lift. If you don't get the move done early here, like this, you have to lift and you just end up getting to the same speed. I'm going to try harvesting for a bit on Peugeot, or topping up. Half distance, no DNFs. Albon up to 6th. Not lapping that much faster than Gasly or Stroll right now, though. If we want to catch them, it's going to be tough, I think. But we'll give it a go. IMO, there's only Lando or Albon, assuming you can't get drivers from the front top 3 teams. Yeah, I mean, we've saved a lot of money. I have saved a lot of money this year. I feel like I have to stick with Peugeot because he's on a long-term deal, and I don't think Peugeot is slow. I think the other thing is, some of the incidents we've had with our drivers has come out of me pushing them hard. Perhaps because I'm paranoid about kind of getting ahead of other teams with a slower car and knowing I have to race aggressively. If I could come up with if I can come next season with a faster car where I don't have to push the drivers to their absolute limit, I think Teo will shine. Yeah, rain is going to start to ease up. We've had the wettest part of it here.
Yeah, copy.
I think Perez has used his battery, by the way. Yeah, I said he was really pushing it because we've managed to reel him back in pretty quickly here while not using our charge. I am tempted to keep Albon, but there's two minds I have. One is I won't have changed my driver lineup in 4 years. And the other is I do feel like next year with the reg changes, it's going to be a bit of a reset. And there are probably other drivers we can get. And we're already replacing Lando's race engineer. Like, would it be mental to go and get Sergio Perez to partner back up with Hugh Bird if Perez wasn't that expensive? Just as a reminder, in our universe, Perez won the Drivers' Championship last year with Red Bull and then was binned off by them. Like, Lando's perhaps the obvious one, but I feel like Lando's just a bit of an uninspired addition. The other nice thing about Peugeot is very cheap contract. He's on like £5 million for the next 3 years. By comparison, Albon, who's 2 overall higher, is on like 3 times more. Okay, Peugeot's managed to reel in Perez really well here. Just going to go in top up now as the track dries out. We've got a 67% chance of pit stop issues. We had issues with both of our drivers in the last set of stops. Someone do the numbers, someone who's good with statistics. What are the odds that I get 2 clean pit stops now? I guess it's the same, right? It's still 32% technically, because it's random every time. That's how percentages work. But assuming we're working on kind of baseline, regular level luck, logically, there's a reasonable chance that one of them is a good stop. Albon won a race. Shelley deserves another year. Peugeot win a sprint race. Yeah, maybe they both deserve more time. The track is starting to dry, ladies and gentlemen. The temptation to really push here with Peugeot on Perez is very real. So we go for it? It might be worth it just to try and stay ahead in the pits. Also, there's an update coming to F1 Manager. Potentially tomorrow, certainly early next week. Update 1.8. I don't actually know what's in update 1.8. I feel like I should have been checking it. But it feels exciting. See, I've got a full charge here in the battery. And a lot of fuel. I feel like there's a risk Sainz just whizzes past us with DRS, so I want to try and get ahead of Perez now before DRS is active, whilst I've got a lot of stuff to dump. They fixed the AI using one type of tyre. Huzzah! I'll believe it when I see it. No, I'm sure they have, but that's a good fix. How long, chat, before we're on the dry tyres? I think I predicted lap 33 before. Fix for Singapore, fix the cost cap, fix for improved quality impeding. Good. Good changes. Would love to get out of DRS range on Perez. My concern really is actually that I pull clear of Perez here, then Sainz gets past him with the help of DRS next lap, and then they both are just in DRS range on us. Leclerc is pitting for softs now. I feel like that's a lap early. Does anyone else feel like that's early? I feel like with Pachero, maybe pit this lap for softs. But we wait one more lap with Albon. We basically do what Red Bull are doing with our drivers. I think that is the play here. Pachero's a bit further back.
Stroll has pitted.
Okay, Albon is on his way. We know there's a very high chance of a pit stop issue here. I hate to sound like a broken record. Sainz and Perez pitted behind. It was the right call to pit them in this order. I need some good stops. I know there's a 67% chance of an error. So, I'm not feeling great. But maybe I should. Maybe I should. Will he stay ahead of Sainz? Sainz has got ahead of Perez in the pits as well. Now, whether or not we can hold these guys back now DRS is active, that is kind of a new challenge, I suppose. But I'll tell you what, we're 2 seconds up the road on Sainz. That is a really good pit stop. Okay, if we get 2 good pit stops here in this second bit, it would be a miracle. But, you know, miracles can happen, can't they? I've seen Home Alone. There's miracles in that movie. Albon, please have a good pit stop. DHL Ultras, I'm calling upon you from above. Come on! We've not lost any track positions there. Russell's come out behind these guys. Okay, that's good. I'm pretty happy with that. That is as good as I could have hoped for. Massive performance for the Ultras. That was a very low chance of getting those rolls. Although we did get a load of issues earlier on in the year, so maybe that's making up for it. Well, that was all going on, by the way, and an anonymous gifter gifted a sub to Michael Massey Official. I know Michael's a big fan of the stream, so I'm sure he's pumped about that sub. I feel like it's going to be so hard to hold Sainz behind us, and Sainz is giving Perez a really nice tow. My grandma used to say rain in Spa safety car, and now I don't know what else to believe. What else could she have lied to me about? Maybe carrots don't help me stay in the dark. Maybe I didn't have to eat carrots. Albon is closing in, by the way, on Gasly, Stroll and Russell. Could be in the fight for a podium. Issue I've got is I've got no excess charge to really push. I'm actually being very generous on my tyres. It looks like the AI is really pushing the tyres hard.
Close this gap.
We'll do the same. Oh, God, he's quick, isn't he, with DRS. Right, Teo, I need you to do that whole defending thing that you're meant to be a god at. Are we ready to see some Teo Pachero defending masterclass? We can watch it from Sainz's point of view here. That's just not a good view. We'll go back here. He's going to have to defend for 10 laps with a wild Sergio Perez behind. What a bloke. What a bloke. What a trooper. Teo, you did it once. You just need to do it for a lot more laps. How hard can it be? That Mercedes is quick, innit? That Mercedes is kind of quick. You know what, mate? You just chill behind him a little bit. You know, just stick right up his chuff. Just top up. Let's harvest away. Pachero is just massaging his tyres. Albon is killing his tyres. By comparison, I'm really trying to gain on these guys in front, but I just can't get close enough to them. I really need Stroll to start losing significant time now and backing everyone up into me. That feels rather ambitious. Given that we started 11th and 14th and we had those 2 long pit stop issues, though, this would not be bad. Yellow flag. Albon span. I think. Did Albon spin? Was it Albon?
There's a yellow flag.
Oh, Hauger spun. I take it all back. I saw us slow on the minimap. Panic over. Is it bad that I just assumed it was Albon? I just assume it's us when nothing's happening the whole race. Oh, I don't really want to get past the Mercedes here. Although maybe I do now want to try and get by with DRS. We'll give it a go. Why not? I'm really pushing on Albon, and we just don't have the pace to catch the guys in front. Go on, Teo! There is a three-way battle for 10th, and it's a very exciting battle. 9th, 10th, and 11th having a proper ding-dong battle. I think we are slowly catching Magnussen, but I don't think we're going to catch him fast enough, I'm afraid to say. What do I do? Sainz is going to get past us here, I fear. If not on this bit, on the next bit. I don't like that, but it's giving him an awful run out the corner. There's a yellow flag. Is Perez just... Oh, Perez is locked up. Oh, that's great. Okay. Perez locked up going into turn 1. It is a straight fight between Pocher and Sainz. I don't even mind if we get 10th. If I can finish ahead of the Ferrari, amazing. The Ferrari is just a faster car, though. Albon, right up behind. He is chasing. He is going. I feel like right now I need to just stay in DRS range and just conserve, though. Okay, my hope here is that I can harvest for a lap here, so I have enough charge in the pack to attack for a lap or two. This is the race for the podium, by the way, though.
Yeah, sure.
We're going to have Sainz behind Pocher here. Nervy times. Going to need more defending from him. Yeah, Sauber had 2 drivers in the top 10 in quali. It's not gone well for them in the race. I feel like people forget that Teo Pocher is the 3rd youngest driver on the grid. Like, he is still at a point where he's developing, got a high development rate, chat. Like, he is a child for all intents and purposes. Considering how much faster the Ferrari is than us, this has been a really impressive drive by Pocher to keep Sainz behind. I feel like I have to make some moves this lap. This will be so hard to overtake anyone here when they've all got DRS on one another.
Close gap.
But we'll give it a go. Albon already on high overtake aggression. If we get the Ferrari here, it'd be mad. I have got to be mindful of the fuel as well. Sainz is still behind. Pocher is now really catching up, it has to be said, to the back of Magnussen here in 8th. We were so far behind him. No DRS this lap. Might get DRS on Magnussen next lap, mind you. 3 moves in 1 lap for the podium. That would be the dream. Pocher's right up behind K-Mag as well. It's hard to keep track of everything, isn't it? Oh, Albon got a really good run there. Come on, Albon. Thing is, the Ferrari has DRS as well, but we have good DRS effectiveness. It's a long straight. He's got to do him in the braking. Oh, go on, Albon. Go on!
Got it.
He's got past Leclerc. Has he got past Leclerc? He has. Massive. Is Pocher going to try and make a move?
That's good.
On K-Mag? I've got to worry about the fuel a little bit here. Sorry, it's Russell, not Leclerc. I'm in the wrong... What year are we in? Wheel me out to the old people's home, chat. I can't deploy yet with Albon. I can now.
That's Leclerc. Charles Leclerc.
We are coming up to a back marker here. Is it Mick? No, it's Maloney. Zane! Zane, if you want to hold them up, mate, you'll be my best mate. Can Pocher get Magnussen? Go on, Teo.
Lifting coast.
Go on. I'm trying to keep track of everything going on, but there's lots of racing. Albon is going to get 5th, I think, here. Unless Russell gets him on the line, he can't do it.
Going into turn 1. Checker flag.
Bashir's got past Magnussen. I repeat, Bashir has got past Magnussen. 5th and 8th here would be mad if we can do it. Mega drive. Mega. Started 11th, started 14th. We've saved that there. That is a big drive for sure. What a defensive masterclass on Sainz and Perez. Then reeled in Magnussen over 7 laps. No DNFs though for the Believers. That's a great race. That, like, considering our car's performance, that is as good as we're going to get. We can be happy with that, I feel like. I feel like that is a satisfactory result right there. My goat. Love Alexander Albon. What a 50th race, by the way, for the YouTube channel.
Oh, that's a wonderful scene.
Oh, bloody hell, this is a bit much. It's a bit... We won a race earlier. I don't want to look at Leclerc in a Red Bull outfit. It makes me feel weird. Albon, 9 places gained. Bashir, 3 places gained. Alexander... How can I just justify dropping him? How could I even justify it? Oh, what a race. Unfortunately, in terms of pit stops, we were not that quick. I mean, we got some points for the Ultras. But we have now dropped in the DHLers behind Ferrari. Wait, are we only one point behind Mercedes now? Are we only 1 point behind Mercedes? Oh, it's the halfway point in the year. Target 4th. We are 4th. The board pissing love me.